Mr. Li and Mr. Wang are mayors of two fast-growing cities in China. They are about to build new schools that are required to meet the green building objectives set forth by the government. Mr. Li is smart and urges his architect to build the most marvelous green school in the region and to use the most modern technologies. Since Mr. Li wants to achieve fast results, he doesn't allow much preparation and design time. Mr. Wang, on the other hand, wants to know first how a green school should be designed. He takes his time and listens to what is needed most. He also knows that a sustainable design requires sufficient time and an investment into the design quality. Mr. Wang provides his planning team a sufficient budget and he employs experts in the relevant fields. Mr. Li is happy. He's making fast progress. The architect applies standard design templates and thus he is able to keep the tight project schedule on the low budget. His architect orders known and visible green technologies directly from the suppliers. All components are planned and delivered independently. As a result, solar panels for hot water preparation are set up quite generously. LED lamps are installed. And every room is equipped with its own air conditioning system. Altogether, these technologies are extremely costly since they were not integrated. Cuts need to be made. These cuts are simple curtains instead of an external sun protection, cheaper windows, low-quality paint and flooring, and a less expensive and therefore inefficient air conditioning system. Mr. Wang invests valuable time in the integrated design. He invites all stakeholders to discuss the qualities of a green school. The teachers imagine the best learning environment. The parents have ideas about a dining space, and the children want to have a school garden. The caretaker wishes systems that are robust and easy to operate. And also, many other ideas contribute to advance the design brief. The experts of all disciplines investigate the best solution among alternative designs through common discussion and their individual expertise. Thereby, they identify the best value solution of the available budget. At the end, a rich set of specifications is clearly defined for implementation of a functional and sustainable school. Mr. Li doesn't mind the adjustments. The school building is completed quickly and, above all, it looks amazing. The teachers and students, however, feel uncomfortable in the rooms. There's too much noise, and it's too hot due to the missing sun protection. As the rooms quickly overheat, the air conditioning needs to go into overdrive. A cheap and inefficient system like this can't cope. The costs for energy and repairs rise drastically. Another downside is the huge solar plant. Since the hot water is not used permanently, the system overheats and starts leaking. Also, the artificial lighting in the rooms is too bright and is on all the time. The rooms keep smelling of cheap paint and plastic floors. And above all, the fumes are bad for the teachers and students' health. Mr. Li is devastated. Meanwhile, Mr. Wang's building has become a showcase project for sustainable building. The solar system is adapted to the needs of the school. The lighting systems are optimized for daylight use. Conventional energy-saving lamps are controlled by a sensor. An external sun protection is installed. It allows just enough sunlight to enter the rooms and protects them from overheating. As a result, the air conditioning systems can be smaller and don't need to run at all times. Furthermore, the building stays beautiful and functional for a longer time and can be maintained well. On top of all that, the roof not only holds the solar panels, it is also a place for pastime, learning, and activities. Mr. Li has learned from his mistakes, sees the advantages of integrated design, and is eager to invest into sustainable qualities in his future building projects.